Hello everybody, I'm Tom Self, and welcome to my top 10 favorite Pokemon list. Now, I was planning on doing this like a freestyle vlog, but last time I tried doing that, it took a stupid amount of time. So, to make this go a little faster, I decided, let's just use the computer! So, number 1, and I'm gonna go backwards. So, number 10 is Darmanitan. Now, for some reason, I never see Darmanitan on top 10 favorite Pokemon lists. I absolutely love Darmanitan now. I can run certain sets, I can run specific little moves, and another key factor was definitely, when Tyranitar 2 did on Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Nuzlocke, Super whatever it's called. Anyway, as soon as I saw damage on that, I couldn't stop loving this Pokemon. He was amazing in it, and it was awesome. So, for those reasons, Darmanitan is my number 10. Number 9 is Blastoise. Was there ever any doubt that he'd be on my top 10 list? I mean, I did choose Venusaur over Charizard and over Squirtle in my playthrough, but that was just to be a little different. And yes, Venusaur's in my top 15, and Charizard's in my top 12 or the top 15 as well, but it's different. Charizard's lower than him, and that kind of accentuates my love, because when I first played through Pokemon Red and I didn't glitch the game like an idiot, like the idiot I am, I chose Squirtle, and Squirtle became Wartortle, and Wartortle became Blastoise, and Blastoise was amazing for the little time I did before I started my channel and redid the series completely. And number 8? Yeah, number 8 is Decidueye, or Decidueye, or however you want to call it. Okay, so I had to give in to temptation. I really didn't want to get the grass type again, because that'd be the third main playthrough that actually was important to my life, that I chose the grass type starter. And I gave in to temptation. But I do not regret it. Decidueye is amazing. His design's great. He is just overall strong. He's a great Pokemon. And yes, I know, again, I didn't play Pokemon Sun and Moon on the channel, and I'm not gonna. But all the channels are gonna do that, and me doing that, like, even if I did do that, and you searched up Pokemon Sun and Moon, it would not show up there. It would literally, you'd have to scroll for hours to find mine, because of all these big channels doing it. MNJTV, Pokebids, Munching Orange, Tyranitar Tube, etc. So, yeah. Anyway, for those reasons, and because he's my favorite type of grass, he is my number 7 favorite Pokemon. And number 6 is Gengar. And Gengar has always been a favorite of everybody, because everybody loves Gengar. Like, he's just so cool, but yeah, I love him. I can't even say anything bad about him. So I made, so in Pokemon Sun and Moon, I caught a Ghastly, and I obviously evolved into Haunter, and I will get him to Gengar as soon as I could trade with one of my friends, who I won't mention yet. He might make a channel, I don't know. Anyway, so I will have a Gengar, and I love him because he's super strong, and he looks cool. Like, this is his, like, even his normal sprite looks cool. Like, this is how he looked in the anime. And hopefully I don't get shipped for copyright for using all these DeviantArt and stuff like that images. Oh god. Anyway, so for those reasons, Gengar is my number 10987. I'm so stupid. Anyway, number 6 is Alakazam. Well, that entire line. Yes, I have a bad experience with Kadabra, which I'll say later when I get to number 1 and 2 and 3, actually. I'll just say it at 3. Because I caught a Abra for the first time in my Pokemon Omega Ruby playthrough, which wasn't on the channel again, but at the time I didn't even have a channel, so can't get mad at me for that one. So I caught an Abra, and it was hard to train, obviously, but the EXP share made it a little easier. Eventually I got it to Kadabra. Kadabra is amazing, but I really wanted an Alakazam because I had an Alakazamite on it, or whatever it's called, and at the time I was a noob to the whole trading thing, so I was like, well, it's trade evolution. I trade, I get Alakazam. So I traded it online with a Wonder Trade, and by doing that, I accidentally kind of lost it because he didn't get it back when I tried to trade it with him again. So yeah, that happened. And I also caught one in Sun and Moon, which was amazing, and I'm not trading that to anybody but my friend, because that's smarter, because I know they're gonna give it back. So for those reasons, he's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's number 6 on this list? Yeah, he's number 6 on this list. And number 4 is, or number 5, you can already see, is Lucha Pikachu. Now, you might be asking, which I highly doubt you are, but you might be asking, why is Lucha Pikachu here instead of a normal Pikachu? Or Libra Pikachu. Because I hate normal Pikachu. Its stats are crap, and it's not very good. But when I played Pokemon Omega Ruby, I got it. And at first I used its Rockstar form, and it was really good because it could learn some exclusive Pikachu moves, and it was really strong. No, I didn't evolve it into what's his face. He used to be one of my favorite Pokemon. Raichu. That's what it was. Raichu. So, yeah. Yes, I mean, I want to do, but the once I saw this dude and how great he was just like, oh my god. So, I stopped training him after I beat the league, but he was in the very first league I ever beat, along with a couple other Pokemon, which I will say. So, Alolan Sandslash, oh my god, I love it. Why Alolan Sandslash specifically? Why not normal Sandslash? Why not? Because I've never played with a Sandslash. I've had a Sandshrew, and I've evolved it into a Sandslash in my Omega Ruby game. But in my Sun and Moon playthrough, or actually not even playthrough. Actually, yeah, playthrough. I'm thinking of walkthrough. In my Sun and Moon playthrough, I caught an Alolan Sandshrew. Like this one, right here. And I had an Ice Stone, so I evolved it into Alolan Sandslash, and put it on my team because I had a male Salandit, and I needed an Ice type anyway, so might as well get rid of it. So I caught it, I evolved it, and now it's amazing on my team. Good enough reason for me. Number 3, Groudon. The only legendary on this list, mind you. I absolutely love Groudon, though. Most of these were kind of hard thinking of, my 10 through 4. But number 3, 2, and 1 were easy. Number 3, because they're all members who helped. Don't look at them yet. No, hide it. Anyway, they're all members of the original team I used to beat the Elite Four and of my first Pokemon game ever. I know, right? It's pretty awesome. So, for those reasons, I chose Groudon. Oh, and he's just fucking badass. Look at him. Just take a minute of silence to enjoy this. Alright, minute's up. Number 2 is Shiftry. I couldn't really find a very good image of him that didn't look ridiculous at the same time. But Shiftry. Okay, now I'm more of a Nuzleaf person than a Shiftry. Shiftry's okay, but Nuzleaf's always been better, in my opinion. So, Shiftry had to go on the list because I'm only using full evolutions, as you could tell, except for Lucha Pikachu, because I didn't evolve him. So I could have put Nuzleaf here, but Shiftry's cool too. So, I had a Nuzleaf in my Pokemon Omega Ruby game. Oh my god, he wrecked shit. He was the star player on my team, besides my starter, for the entire game. The entire actual, not campaign, for the entire story mode, basically, of it. For the entire thing, he was my powerhouse. And then when I got Groudon, he was a higher level, and he can use super effective. He was super effective with his grass type, because Groudon is not a fire type, and except for when he becomes Omega Groudon or Primal Groudon. So, for those reasons, Shiftry is number 2, and number 1 is Sceptile. Oh my god, I cannot even say how much I love him. Sceptile is amazing. I caught him in-game in Pokemon Omega Ruby, because my first game of all time was Pokemon Omega Ruby, and I got too late. Hey, what do you expect? I'm not 20 years old. I'm not as old as the game, and it's only been out since 2004, or like something like that. So you can't really get mad at me. And by the way, I need to exit all these out. There we go. So, Sceptile is awesome in my opinion. I love Sceptile. He's great. He's part of my favorite type, and he's actually the reason it's my favorite type. And he was amazing. He Leaf Blade. The set I always had on him was Leaf Blade, Hyper Beam for some reason, because I'm stupid, False Swipe, and Dig. I kept those 4 moves on him for as long as he knew them, and never took them off. Never doubted it. It was a great sweeping set because ground type, get out of town. I got Leaf Blade. Rock type, Leaf Blade, and Dig. Now, flying type, ooh, not very. I have no moves that are super effective, but I have Hyper Beam, and with my level and strength, I can kick your ass with Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam. And yes, when it is Mega, he gets the Dragon type, and which gives him an extra weakness or 2, or 3 or whatever. So he's not the strongest, but he's still my favorite overall, even though Swampert's the strongest. Go check out Money Mudkips, because his favorite Pokemon is Mudkip. Oh my gosh, it's so surprising. Anyway, that is all for my top 10 Pokemon list, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Later!